Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, our weather team has been here all day, all night, and in talking with TJ, Michelle, and Pete, at this point, we feel pretty confident that, the real deal is coming. There's no gray area anymore. I mean, a couple of days ago, we're using the word potential. Now it is likely, as, the new data is still suggesting that everything will come together for a significant, severe winter storm. Here are the players that we're looking at on live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. We have to widen out the view because, well, that's where the system is located right now. Yesterday at this time, there was nothing along the East Coast. Look at this massive moisture across the Carolina coastline. That is going to be our main storm center, and then there's a second one across the Great Lakes. Initially, this was the main storm center, and now a secondary one is setting up across the Carolina coastline. And this is almost a textbook example of what we call redevelopment, cyclogenesis along the East Coast, where what happens is the second storm off the East Coast takes over. It draws moisture from the first, energy from the first. They both sort of combine into one big storm, a nor'easter, a blizzard, and it tracks just south and east of Nantucket, what we call the benchmark. That's the track that you have to get significant weather here as far as substantial precipitation and wind. And with the cold air in place, of course, we're talking about excessive amounts of snow. And we'll show you some of those accumulations in just a second again. Meanwhile, in downtown Providence, the calm before the storm, clouds rolling in, chilly and dry. In fact, the entire night will stay dry with temperatures now in the middle 20s. Getting some calls and concerns along the South Shore. Residents a little concerned about coastal flooding because we're talking about winds perhaps as strong as what we had with Hurricane Sandy. However, with Hurricane Sandy, the wind was coming out of the south. With this storm, the winds are more east and northeast, so they impinge east coastal Massachusetts, and that's where significant coastal flooding may occur. We have a coastal flood warning for east coastal Mass. Does not include the South Shore of Rhode Island. However, big waves and surf are likely, but as far as a surge of coastal flooding for residents along the South Shore, not the case. Unfortunately, though, you will see the strongest winds at the coastline. Blizzard warning for the entire area, reduced visibility, strong winds. The blizzard conditions really coming into play actually tomorrow evening, tomorrow night into Saturday morning. I'll show you those winds in just a second. For the most part, this is an all-snow situation, but for several hours in this pink zone right in here, South Coast, Washington County, Narragansett Bay, the rain-snow line may make it as far north as this location. And places like Newport, you may see some raindrops for a couple of hours, but don't be concerned that it's just going to be a rainstorm and that the colder air will take over, and unfortunately it'll change it all back over to snow as the cold air sweeps through. So the bottom line here is that any brief mixing of sleet and rain at the South Shore goes back to all heavy snow later tomorrow night into Saturday morning. As we widen out the view, so far so good. It's kind of quiet here. The clouds are on the increase, so overnight tonight, perhaps you're running last-minute errands late at night. Temperatures dropping down to the upper teens to lower 20s. So this is what it looks like right now. What I want to do is zoom in as far as the accumulations, because by tomorrow afternoon, as you can see, and tomorrow evening, it is really going to start to come down hard. So final snowfall totals by actually noon on Saturday will range from 10 to 18 on the South Shore because we're anticipating some mixing. If we don't get any mixing here for several hours, these amounts will be higher. Further inland, 15 to 24 with the core of the heavy snow, western Kent County, Providence Metro, 495, southern Worcester County, northeast Connecticut, up to 24, isolated amounts of 30 or higher. Wind gusts, these are numbers that represent wind gusts in miles per hour. Notice tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., about 30 to 35 miles per hour. These numbers continue to go up to 50, 55 miles per hour. And by tomorrow night, look at the South Shore. It's gusting to hurricane force, inland wind gusts to 60 miles per hour, and these strong winds will continue into Saturday morning. The combination of strong wind and heavy snow will lead to power outages. So quiet for tonight. Initially, it's light snow tomorrow morning, but watch how the visibility really comes down tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. So wrapping it up, potential wind damage, power outages likely, travel halted by Friday evening, Friday night with snowfall rates of 1 to 3 inches per hour. The breakdown as far far as the accumulations, looking at by midnight tomorrow night up to 12 inches of snow, and then by Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon still climbing all the way up to double-digit snowfall totals by noontime on Saturday. We don't get better until Saturday evening, actually Saturday night into Sunday. Sunshine returns on Sunday for digging out, and a temperature at 34 degrees. Certainly travel not recommended by late tomorrow afternoon, especially tomorrow night. That would make the DOT happy. Less cars means it's easier to clear the roads. Okay.
Alrighty, understand. Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 11. Tonight, the Target 12 investigators dig deeper into a dilemma facing